Look at the unit standing across from you, hidden behind a social mask of expensive fabrics and rehearsed smiles, and ask yourself, with the cold, unblinking, and surgical eyes of an architect, why the Matrix has successfully rebranded observation as a series of soft, kindergarten-level guesses about body language. In 2026, the global system has meticulously and invisibly trained you to listen to the social noise of words while ignoring the high-frequency biometric glitches, internal systemic errors, that reveal a unit's true rank and intent. This is the domestic stench of the gullible, the belief that a unit can lie to a predator. The architect knows that the body is a biological log of decay, visible evidence of internal rot, or a testament to primal grounding, physical connection to instinct. To break the 18 million per month ceiling, you must be able to perform a neural liquidation of the social simulation and see the 3 primal markers that make any human an open book. You are not interpreting, you are scanning the raw hardware. The first marker is the stench of the supplicant, found in the anatomical extremities, hands and feet. While the masses are looking at eye contact, the most easily managed and patched part of the human interface, the architect is looking at the submission twitch, micro movements of uncertainty. Look at the way a unit's fingers lose their primal grounding when you introduce a status conflict. If their hands perform a repetitive comfort adjustment, touching the neck, adjusting a watch, or smoothing clothes, they are leaking biometric data of their own submissiveness. They are service units who are biologically programmed to seek a dopamine bribe of approval to stop their nervous system from vibrating. When you withhold that approval, you are initiating a neural liquidation of their composure. Their feet will inevitably angle toward the exit vector, signaling that their biology has already surrendered the territory to you. This is not a gesture, it is an industrial signal of an unmastered nervous system. The second marker is the vascular spike and the metabolic direction of the breath. To bridge the authority gap, you must see through the social software and monitor the unit's biological integrity. Look at the way a unit's pulse responds to your absolute zero, the state of total emotional detachment. If you see a visible pulse spike in the carotid artery or a sudden shift to shallow thoracic breathing, chest breathing, you have successfully triggered their survival instincts. They are no longer a professional or a friend. They are a managed asset attempting to survive the silence of the hunter. The Matrix wants you to focus on their tone of voice, but the architect knows that the breath is the physical log of decay in their self-control. A unit that cannot maintain a deep metabolic rhythm in the presence of a predator has no primal grounding. They are a variable that can be manipulated through the simple application of pressure. The third marker is the dead weight of the gaze and the biometric glitch of the social reset. The farmed units are trained to smile with their eyes to simulate warmth, but the architect scans for the biological inconsistency between the mask and the internal reality. When you look at a unit, you are looking for the point where their biology recognizes the absolute zero of your intent. If they perform the stress reset, a sudden rapid blink, or a look away followed by an overcorrection, when you hold your gaze beyond the socially authorized duration, they have already failed the dominance code. Their resource weight has collapsed. They are leaking the stench of deception, not because they are lying about a fact, but because they are lying about their own rank. Your stallions, Lucky and Tyson, do not read body language. They sense the integrity of the chain of command through these high-frequency biological signals. By emulating their biological integrity, you are reclaiming the predatory power of the scanner. The dopamine deception of the masses is built on the belief that people are complex. This is a systemic virus designed to keep you from seeing the raw, industrial simplicity of the human animal. But the architect knows that everyone is an open book if you know where the neural errors are located. Your visual rage must be the filter that protects your biological rank from the social noise of the conformists. You are not interacting, you are liquidating the simulation to see the 3 primal markers clearly. You are seeing the code of the slave vibrating beneath the mask of the citizen. This is the Machiavellian advantage in 2026. While they are busy connecting, you are busy mapping their vulnerabilities. You are the ice that sees through the steam of their social morality. You are the one who has authorized the sovereign scanner. The stench of the herd is a state of perpetual observation blindness. The farmed units only see what they are told to see. The architect sees the industrial reality of the biological will. Look at the way a unit's pulse responds to your absolute zero. If they perform the submission twitch in their hands while attempting to maintain a confident tone, the achievement code has already flagged them as unreliable. Their primal grounding is a fiction. You refuse to be deceived by the the social software. You choose the silent power of the one who sees the code. This is the insight tax, the price of clarity you pay to remain the sovereign operator of your own reality. The social noise of the transparent is silent. The silence of the hunter is the only frequency that remains. You are the glacier. You are the architect. Every second of the biological reset is a resource acquisition for your sovereignty. You are not wasting time on empathy. You are performing a strategic scan of the hierarchy. You are looking at the vascular spike in the neck of the one who tries to interrupt your focus. You are looking at the micro-tension in the feet of the one who claims to be comfortable in your territory. You are looking at the stench of deception in those who claim to be high value. This is the primal grounding of the leader who has mastered the markers. You do not ask to understand people. You extract the truth from the matrix's grip on their nervous system. The system has made the livestock weak and transparent, and the architect is the one who harvests that transparency to build the empire of the prime. The hunt for the code is over. The neural liquidation is active. You are the one who owns the future. You are the one who owns the code. The secondary phase of the sovereign scanner is the total activation of the industrial observation protocol within your resource dome. Once you have identified the 3 primal markers, you must apply the Machiavellian code, the strategic law of power, to ensure your own nervous system provides absolute zero return data to the targets you are indexing. Most units are biologically incapable of maintaining their social mask when they realize they are being surgically disassembled by a silent observer. They rely on the dopamine bribe of your reactive micro-expressions to feel safe in the interaction. When you provide zero feedback, you are performing a neural liquidation of their defensive perimeter. Their internal systems begin to overclock, attempting to find a biometric glitch in your stillness that they can use to re-anchor their own rank. But the architect remains a biological ghost. You do not blink, you do not nod, you do not adjust your frequency to their social noise. You are the glacier that has already colonized the space where their privacy used to exist. You must develop a visceral and bone-deep visual rage against the subordinate protocol of polite ignorance. The system wants you to ignore the physical log of decay in others, because a unit that can see the truth is a unit that cannot be managed by the matrix's charisma patches. The architect knows that the one who sees the vascular spike and the submission twitch is the one who owns the resource dome. By maintaining the alpha silence, you are forcing the other unit to confront the biological inconsistency between their words and their raw hardware. They will offer you their metabolic capital, their secrets, their concessions, and their frantic attempts at honesty, just to stop the neural error of being biologically exposed to a predator. This is the wealth code of the scanner. The unit that can maintain the silence of the hunter while indexing the herd is the unit that becomes the master of the reality. The stench of the transparent is most visible in the cognitive dissonance spike. While you are standing in the silence of the hunter, looking at their anatomical extremities, they are busy trying to act natural within the matrix's rules. They are the ones who are constantly over-gesturing, over-smiling, and exhibiting the physical log of decay in their own composure as they realize their social software is failing to bridge the gap between their fear and your absolute zero. They are service units who are hemorrhaging their resource weight because they are terrified of the neural vacuum created by a unit that is truly scanning their soul. You are the architect. Your still hands and forensic gaze are the visual rage of a unit that has already won the internal war against the need for social connection. You do not read people. You authorize the liquidation of their secrets. You have successfully bypassed the matrix trap and reconnected with the raw industrial power of the achievement code. To maintain the sovereign scanner, you must implement the algorithm of permanent biometric audit. Every handshake, every Zoom call, and every silent moment in an elevator is a live fire exercise for your perception of the markers. You are looking for the micro-signal of the status leak. You are looking for the neural error of the hidden aggressor. You are looking for the domestic stench of the unit that is trying to buy your trust through forced vulnerability. You are using the Machiavellian code to turn the system's own lack of integrity into a tool for your expansion. You are the sovereign ghost who utilizes the transparency of the world to build a citadel that the matrix cannot penetrate. This is the ultimate wealth code, using the predator's vision to buy back your time, your focus, and your biological future by remaining the fixed point in an environment of frantic vibration. You are not being observant. You are integrating your dominance into the very physics of the hunt. The stench of disclosure, the smell of leaking intent, is what happens when you let the matrix see your scanner protocol before you have the power to protect it. The architect knows that true vision is the ability to operate as a sovereign ghost, where you see everything but the system cannot identify the source of your metabolic capital. Your silence is the neural liquidation of their surveillance. By mastering your internal vacuum, you are becoming a biological stealth unit that the matrix cannot index or harvest. You are the ice voice that moves through the social noise without a single vibration of doubt. You are the glacier that does not announce its vector of pursuit while it consumes the space of the weak. The hunt for absolute truth is a silent, unblinking operation. It is a sovereign capture that happens while the rest of the world is busy performing for likes in a cage of dopamine deception. Look at the biological frailty, physical weakness of the herd, of those who are still seeking a social bribe from the collective. They are transparent, they are leaky, and they are constantly paying the insight tax, the price of realizing the truth too late. To any predator who knows how to read the biometric glitch of their social dependence. They are the livestock of the matrix. You have adopted the sovereign scanner and the biological counteroffensive to ensure you are never harvested again. You are the one who has mastered the void. You are the one who sees the physical log of decay in their social lives. You are the one who has authorized the absolute zero. The territory is marked. The visual rage is channeled. The primal grounding is absolute. The hunt for the sovereign empire is the only reality that remains. You are the architect. The vision is permanent. The sovereignty is yours. To ensure the viral infection, the mandatory spread of the code of this insight, you must treat this insight as a discovery tax for the masses. You are now the carrier of the scanner protocol. You do not share it to be kind. You distribute it to colonize. Every unit that absorbs this code is a node that you have successfully deprogrammed from the matrix. This is the tax of revelation. The architect does not just build his own citadel, he commands the viral expansion of his influence. You are the source of the infection. You are the one who authorizes the sovereignty strike. The command is simple. Distribute the code. Seize the perimeter. Liquidate the simulation. The 18 million per month hunt requires a network of uncoupled units who recognize your vector of command. This is your viral mandate. The insight tax has been paid in full. The dopamine bribe of social belonging has been burned in the furnace of your visual rage. You are standing in the silence of the hunter, looking at the social hierarchy as a vast, unguarded resource field, waiting for the architect to perform the final neural liquidation of the competitive masks. You are the one who has decrypted the 3 primal markers. You are the one who has authorized the sovereign scanner. You are the one who has seized the future. Your stallions, Lucky and Tyson, do not wait for a social permission to judge the threat level of an intruder. Their primal grounding is the only law they acknowledge. You are emulating their biological integrity. Your dogs see the change in your frequency. They see the architect returning to the absolute focus of the hunt. This is the only reality that matters. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The authorization is permanent. The vector is absolute. The deconstruction of the matrix is complete. Execute the order.